Today, everybody, is the day, the release of the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. I have been excited about this for a long time, and I'm sure you guys have too. I even brought out some of my Funko Pops to show you guys. And from what I'm guessing, these are some of the ones that are going to be showing up in the movie, and I don't have some of the other ones that I feel like will pop up, but I also don't want to, like, spoil anything, you know? It's also a little early in the day, and my showing doesn't actually happen till about 7:10 tonight, so I thought it would be fun to go over to Hot Topic to see what new Five Nights at Freddy's items they've got. Oh, and now check this out, everybody. Before we even walk in, they have a Five Nights at Freddy's poster. This is exciting. And now the first section that I ran into, guys, is actually the Five Nights at Freddy's movie one, where they have a lot of merchandise. Check this out, guys. They've got a Freddy Fazbear sweater, as well as another one over here, and I'm debating on getting something for the movie tonight. I just don't know what yet. And I mean, come on, guys, check this out. They've got a Freddy Fazbear's pizza blanket, and it looks like a pizza too. And then to the right over here, we've got a bunch of the Five Nights at Freddy's Funko plush, and I don't actually have any of these in the collection yet. Maybe I'll grab one or two. And then if you guys want to check out the t-shirts, it looks like there's a bunch of different ones in the pile here. The Sun and Moon one kind of actually looks like a Funko Pop. I wonder if this is a Funko t-shirt or if it just kind of looks like that. No, it seems like it's just a random one, but hey, pretty funny coincidence. And then below that, we have a bunch of other ones, and it looks like they're getting pretty creepy here. And then wait, way down at the bottom here, we have pajama pants. That's fun. And then I wasn't able to get it last time, so I figure I might as well check for the Blacklight Freddy. A few times ago when I came, I actually bought the last Foxy, and now it seems like they haven't restocked, but it's always worth a check. Also, if you guys haven't seen them before, that is what they look like. They're pretty amazing. Oh, and I actually found some of the t-shirts over here on the wall. We've got the Freddy Fazbear's Pizza one. We also have the Springtrap, and then a few others above that, and these are pretty creepy. Okay, now hold on, everybody. Before we go and see the movie, I have about 30 minutes. Let's go to Spirit Halloween. Okay, as you guys can probably tell, I made it into Spirit Halloween, and I also found the Five Nights at Freddy section. And it looks like they don't have too many costumes, but we do have like Roxanne Wolf, as well as Foxy and Glamrock Freddy. And I remember there was like some other ones as well, like Monty, but I am not seeing them here today. I mean, here's the thing, with the movie coming out and it being close to Halloween, I'm not surprised, and I wonder if they're like on the back and I could show you guys. Nope, it's just a close-up face of her. And just like that, everybody, we're back! And I ended up picking up a big bag of stuff, as well as the sweater I'm wearing right now. And let's get into this next. I did end up grabbing that pizza blanket, which I honestly thought was a really, really fun item to have, especially because it does come in the pizza box. What a nice touch! Also, I just noticed now that it opens up like a real pizza box, and then on the inside is the massive blanket, and I believe this is actually in the shape of a pizza. And now I'm not 100% sure yet, but I want to find out. Yes, this is definitely a circle. Here, let me turn it around for you guys so you can see it a bit better. Check this out. It's got Freddy on it. I also see Foxy and Chica and Bonnie. What a cool item! And I think just for fun, I'm gonna warm up my legs with it because it's a little chilly down here. And anyways, some of the other stuff that we've got inside, I ended up picking up two more things, with one of them being, well, this Funko plush here of Freddy. I thought it was a really fun one, especially because it does have a lot more detail than the usual one, and I don't know if there's a specific name for this Freddy. I'm probably just blanking on it. Oh, Nightmare Freddy. I should have known that. And now one thing that I was kind of curious about is if this one stands, because he does have beans in his feet. Aha, he does! And then the other one that I ended up grabbing was this Bonnie here. Now really quickly, hold on, let me flip it inside out so I can show you what it looks like normally. Alrighty, here it is. One of the massive versions of this. Oh, Freddy, no! But anyways, this is the one here, and it's just like a normal version of Bonnie, but you can flip it, so there's actually, check this out, the Nightmare version inside. And well, everybody, that is all of the stuff that I was able to pick up over at Hot Topic, but now I think it's time to go watch the movie. And just like that, everybody, we are back from the movie. And I don't care what the critics have been saying, that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. And I actually came up with a list of stuff that I wanted to talk about because there was a lot that happened and I don't want to miss anything. And so the first thing that I've got here is the animatronics. And now they were actually made by the Jim Henson Puppet Company. And because they weren't CGI, I think that elevated the movie a lot. Like if they were kind of just like, you know, there, but they couldn't see them, I feel like it would have been weird. And actually a great way way to look at it is actually through Daco's video. If you guys don't know, he's a YouTuber, and he let me use some of the clips from his video where he actually got to tour the set. And there's one part that he put in his video where they were hugging the animatronics, and I really like how they looked there. You get a really good idea of what they look like because it's just like a normal camera like I'm using right now instead of one of those massive, super expensive film cameras, and the whole thing's been fixed up, you know? Because without any of that movie magic on a normal kind of like vlog camera, all four of them still look great. And actually, speaking of Daco, I also wanted to talk about the YouTuber cameos in this video. And if you don't want to hear about who's in it, just skip to this time right here. But the thing is, a lot of them have actually already been mentioned in the trailers and stuff like that. For example, the Employee of the Month, you can actually see Daco, as well as a bunch of other people like Razbowski, I believe Fusion Z Gamer, and a bunch of others that I'm probably missing. So I apologize if I didn't catch your name. But then also, the taxi driver is Corey X Kenshin, which was super cool to see. And somebody who we weren't sure about being in the movie, we actually got to see MatPat. I know it seemed a little bit iffy when he talked about it in a video a while ago, but he was really good at hiding it. Oh, and another cameo, which I thought was super fun, was Balloon Boy, where he didn't really have like a point in the movie. He was just like a fun little jump scare throughout. And now, if I'm gonna be honest, I'm not exactly sure if that's like a product that you can purchase because it looked really nice. It was probably just something made for the movie. And even though that one I'm not sure where you could get it, there was some other products you could see over in like the prize counter that are actually available for you to purchase. And funny enough, have been for years. And I actually have two of them in my collection that I want to show you guys. It is some of the Funko plush. We've got Freddy as well as Bonnie, and I believe other ones showed up as well. I'm thinking Foxy? I don't know if I saw Chica, but I know that these guys were laying around in different spots if you take a look in the background. Actually, hold on, I have one other figure that I wanted to talk about today, and it's not really Five Nights at Freddy's, but I thought it was a perfect one to mention. I've had this in the collection for a long time. Check it out. It's the Pop Movies Jason Blum. If you guys don't know, he was actually the producer for the movie, Blumhouse Productions, and I thought it was just such a cool figure to have and show off today, especially because it does have that blood on the front. And now this is a bit of a spoiler, but I have one tiny little gripe with the movie, and it's the fact that it was kind of predictable. And maybe it's because I've watched so much and played the games. That could be it, because at the end, I knew who it was gonna be. And now if you haven't seen the movie yet, I don't want to spoil anything for you because it was still an amazing one. That was just the only slight thing I had. But what I will say is that everybody in the theater, including me, really enjoyed the movie. And I also brought two of my friends, Luca and Cora, who were on a little while ago on the channel, that had never seen anything Five Nights at Freddy's, and they still really enjoyed it too. Like, it's not one of those movies that you need to know a lot about the games. Actually, I don't think you need to know anything about the games to really enjoy it. Because they were saying that they followed along perfectly, and they knew all of the characters, and they were learning them, of course, as the movie went on, and they actually named them. But for the people that actually know them, you of course know your names right away. And now, something that I want to pull up really quickly, because Funko has not made any Five Nights at Freddy's movie figures, I found a little while ago Minter766, who is an amazing Instagram account. I definitely recommend you check them out, and I will have them linked in the description down below. Made some crazy concepts for the actual movie. And I like how they made them look like they're flocked, because in the movie they are very fuzzy, because they are animatronics, of course, and they've got like a little bit of fur on them. And I believe actually every single character on this here would have been in the trailers at one point, so these really aren't any spoilers. And actually, now that I think about it, I don't believe any of them are spoilers, but we also have some normal versions of them, not a 4-pack, but they are still flocked. Then we have Vanessa, as well as Mike, and the Chase version where he glows in the dark and has that flashlight actually flashing. Shining might have been a better word, but you know what I'm talking about. And then the next one that we've got here is another really great one. Yeah, check this out. We have a bunch of really cool ones here, like Cupcake with the glow-in-the-dark eyes, Abby in the ball pit. We also have, well, I keep blanking on his name, but he's the guy that actually finds Mike his job. And then, of course, we have the Freddy with the hand sticking out of it, which again is all stuff that you can find in the trailer. And then the last picture here is something that I really enjoyed, because more recently, Funko has been doing the moments or larger deluxe characters. So Minter766 created these ones here, almost like movie posters and just like a moment in general. And I'm hoping that Funko makes something like this in the future, because they're there's a couple moments in the movie that I feel like would work really well like this. And this might be a bit of a spoiler, but for example, when Mike is doing something with Cupcake, that's all I'm gonna say. And now one last thing I want to say before we conclude my review is that I feel like this movie is very similar to how the Mario movie went, where critics were like, it's okay, we don't really care for it, you know, like the story doesn't really mean much to them, but when it comes to the diehard Five Nights at Freddy's fans, or just like a normal person going to see the movie, you're really gonna enjoy it. And I cannot wait till the Rotten Tomato scores come in for the actual audience review, because at the moment, the critics one is not amazing. But don't let that deter you if you're going to see the film, because I really think you're going to enjoy it if you like anything Five Nights at Freddy's or slightly horror-ish. But anyways, everybody, I hope that you guys did enjoy, and I guess I'll see you tomorrow!